Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. Before we start the session, I would request Mr. Muhammad Ghulam Mustafa, Project Director, Dual Gauge Double Rail Line Project from Jaidapur to Ishordi, to come on the stage and take his seat. Next, I would call upon Mr. S.M. Salimullah Bahar, Chief Planning Officer of Bangladesh Railway, to come up on the stage and take his seat, please. Respected Managing Director, Mr. Rashidul Haq of Expo Net Exhibition Private Limited, the organizer of today's event. Respected speakers from home and abroad, especially Mr. Bernd Spanier, who is a mission head here from European Union. Distinguished guest, dear participants, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all, and a very warm welcome to this session. It is an absolute honor to stand before you as a session moderator for today's talk on cross-border networking dialogue. Just to give a little introduction of myself, my name is Captain Qazi Ali Imam. Presently, I'm working as a professor and head of department in Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Maritime University. Prior to that, I worked in Bangladesh Shipping Corporation as ship captain as well as general manager in the shore establishment, that is the head office, for 27 years. Thereafter, on deputation, I served in many government institutions. The government took me there. I was in Department of Shipping as Chief Nautical Surveyor and Examiner, and also in NMI as Principal and Bangladesh Marine Academy as Commandant. I retired in 2006 and later served in some private companies, which is one of them was NMCI, National Maritime Consultative Incorporation. It's a US company based in Dhaka, their branch office. I was also in the International Maritime Academy as Principal and also Canadian University of Bangladesh as an associate professor. From there, I joined Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman Maritime University. I'm still there for the last 5 years. Also, I had been to many foreign countries to attend seminars and present my keynote papers as well. So that's a short introduction. Now I'll come to this event today. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all our esteemed speakers and participants, those who have traveled from various parts of this globe to be here today. Your presence underscores the significance of this event and our collective commitment to explore global business opportunities in a diverse range of sectors that are pivotal to our future. Bangladesh, with its strategic location and growing economic, stands at the threshold of tremendous opportunities in power, oil and gas, offshore engineering, renewable energy, and blue biotechnologies. Our rich maritime heritage and extensive coastline over vast potential in port and harbor and shipping and logistics, shipbuilding and ship recycling industry. Today's dialogue is a testament of our shared vision of harnessing these opportunities through collaboration and innovation. Our discussion will delve into critical areas such as marine fisheries, marine tourism, marine pollution, and multimodal transportation planning, encompassing river and rail and roads. We will also touch upon marine spatial planning, marine and offshore employment, and the vital aspects of digitalization and decarbonization. As we navigate through these topics, I encourage each one of you to actively participate, share your insights, and foster connections that will pave the way to our sustainable growth and development. The diverse expertise gathered in this room, for financing and business consultancy to technological achievements, offers a unique platform to forge meaningful partnerships and drive forward the blue economy. I think I'm taking a bit of time. I'd like to extend my special thanks to our international speakers, especially Bernd Spanier, whose wealth of knowledge and experience will undoubtedly enrich our discussion. Your contribution are invaluable and we are eager to learn from your perspectives on global best practices and emerging trends. In closing, I am confident that today's dialogue will not only illuminate us in new pathways in economic collaboration and also strengthen the bonds between our nations. Let us work together to unlock the full potential of Bangladesh maritime and energy sectors, fostering a future that is prosperous, sustainable, and inclusive of all. Once again, welcome to this International Marinetech Bangladesh Expo Dialogue 24. Let's make this an inspiring and eventful event. Okay? Thank you very much. Okay. Now I will, of course, call upon our first speakers, Mr. Bernd Spanier, to come on the stage to present his dialogue or papers. Mr. Bernd Spanier is actually a head of mission of European Union. He's a delegate from European Union. He is working here for last 1.5 years, involved in a lot of activities, especially he's looking after the labor standard in different industries. He has visited a lot of shipping institutions like shipbuilding industry, shipwrighting industry, the garment sectors, and many others. So he's trying to see that the regulation that is introduced by European Union is being implemented in Bangladesh, especially in the labor sector of our industry.
So thank you for this kind introduction, and also a pleasure to be visiting this fair. I was already here yesterday at the opening, and I can say that tomorrow my boss, the ambassador, will be here for another panel discussion. So that goes to show how much importance we attach as European Union to the shipping industry, because we believe at European Union that Bangladesh needs to diversify its economy a bit more, because as you all know, the garment sector is so dominant in this country that we're looking for other industries that could play a bigger role in the economy, and certainly the shipping industry is one of them. So it's fair to say that the maritime industry is on top of the European Union's economic and environmental agenda. What we try is to prevent that there is some substandard shipping happening. We try to reduce the risk of serious maritime accidents and minimize the environmental impact of maritime transport. And as Professor said in his introduction, a big focus of what we're doing as the European Union is to work on labor rights, labor standards. And an essential focus on the shipping industry is improving the working conditions, the health and safety in the shipbreaking industry. And the EU rules on ship recycling aim to make the processes green and safer, reducing the negative environmental and social impact. So I could see this for myself last year when I was visiting Chittagong, and I went to see the PHP ship breaking yard. And I have to say I was very impressed by the standards I found. I mean, it's one of the, I think, 5 certified, Hong Kong certified, 4 Hong Kong certified shipbreaking yards in the country. And to have these standards will be a tremendous advantage for Bangladesh to attract businesses from abroad, from third countries. But still, as you know, many other companies fall short of these international standards, and they need to invest significantly in the safety, health, and environmental standards to improve things, to also certify for the Hong Kong Convention. Let me say that to have these, Hong Kong branded facilities is not just a matter of safety and economic, environmental soundness. It's a branding element for Bangladesh. Look at it as a brand. In the garment sector, when you had Rana Plaza happening 10 years ago, that was very bad for Bangladesh's international reputation. Ever since, in the past 10 years, with the help of international partners, Bangladesh has improved so much the safety standards in the garment sector that now it's among the countries with the highest standards around the world. Also in terms of, green energy. Bangladesh has now the highest number of green energy, of greener production sites in the garment industry in the world. Now, what happened is you turned the brand upside down. And the same can happen in the shipbreaking sector. If you have the compliance and you market it right, it will do a lot to elevate the Bangladeshi brand in the world. Now, this is for shipbreaking, but if you look at the industry, how the industry is changing now, every country has to comply with this decarbonization strategy and have low zero emissions by 2050. And the shipping industry is a big part of that, because shipping accounts for 6% of the global carbon emissions worldwide. It would be, as I said yesterday, if the shipping industry were a country, it would be the 6th biggest polluter in the world. So what the International Maritime Organization is doing is try to have the strategy to have zero emissions by 2050. And what we as European Union is doing is help Bangladeshi shipping sector to achieve this. And we try this to do by technology transfer, because already in European ports we have facilities that use new forms of fuel that are not based on heavy fuel. It's based on methanol, it's both based on clean hydrogen. We have ports with electrifying facilities. And all these technologies we try to bring to Bangladesh so that you don't have to spend the same amount of money and waiting until this is established here. So you can leapfrog these standards, come from a low standard to immediately a high standard without going to a middle standard way. But I have to say something maybe in a more critical note while I'm here and I have you as an audience. Bangladesh and the shipping industry, you want to attract more foreign direct investment. That is something, because economy the size of Bangladesh, it's quite funny to see that foreign direct investment is very, very low, especially if you compare to other countries such as Vietnam, for instance. And it's very low because there are certain barriers that prevent European investors from investing in Bangladesh. One of them is the provision that foreign investors cannot invest or own companies in the shipping sector of more than 49%. So if you invest in a company but you are limited for having majority ownership, of course this is something that's not very attractive to foreign investments. And we try to maybe have a way to change this, because then you will have many European enterprises willing to invest in Bangladesh, but it has to be a bit made easier for them. Second issue we are facing as European Union is, as you know, if it comes to cargo shipping, cargo vessels, 50% is reserved to domestic vessels, although there's not the capacity to cope with all the shippings that come in and out. So as long as this restriction is in place, I think the investments coming from the European Union are not as big as they could be. And we are addressing this issue with the government to see if we can have here facilitation and have easier access of foreign vessels to Bangladeshi ship ports, so that we can lift business further up. I would stop here for the moment and be happy if you have later questions from your side to answer this in a more interactive way. And looking forward to hear from my co-panelists. Thank you very much for it.